Today, the attorneys for Donna Adelson filed a motion to move up her trial and pre-trial hearing dates due to Jewish holidays. Court documents show the request is to move the dates from September 30th up to September 16th. Attorneys state in the motion this year both Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur fall on October 2nd through 3rd and October 11th through 12th. As a result, Adelson is requesting to move the trial date up to 2 weeks earlier. Now, we've reached out to her attorneys for a statement about today's motion. One of her attorneys, Daniel Rashbaum, said he has no comment about this motion. Now, last November, Donna Adelson was arrested in the murder for hire case of her former son-in-law, FSU professor Dan Markell. Donna Adelson is accused of conspiring with her son Charlie to kill Markell back in July 2014. Charlie Adelson was convicted in the plot last November. 3 other people have already been convicted and sentenced in this case.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a UK lawyer. I have been working in the justice system for over 4 decades, and I have worked in the UK court system for 24 years, over 24 years. So my channel will offer you an overview on different aspects of the law. So hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when I upload a video. Information is power, so let's get started. So did you catch that? Donna Adelson has requested to reschedule her trial date from the 30th of September 2024. So, I don't know. Was this a bit cheeky? At least she didn't ask for champagne and caviar. Does Donna Adelson have to attend? We just saw in the Adam Montgomery case in Manchester, New Hampshire, he didn't even attend any of his hearings. If you don't believe me, here, let's listen to Duty Ron. He covered that case.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to an unscheduled live stream with Crime Time with Duty Ron and Ed Wallace. You know the drill. We're retired New York City police detectives and 9/11 World Trade Center first responders. We're going to be covering today the Harmony Montgomery murder trial. Adam Montgomery is on trial for the murder of his daughter, Harmony Montgomery. He is a no-show in court. Day 5. Day 5 is going to be no different. I would imagine he is not going to be in this courtroom, and we are going to hear more testimony from state witnesses and cross-examination from the defense.
I just love how Duty Ron says it like it is. So check out his channel, Crime Time with Duty Ron. I will leave a link below. And the judge did ask Montgomery every single day, do you want to attend? So does Donna Adelson even need to attend? I love reading through old case law, and I found this case from 1984. I wonder if there's a bit of a coincidence there, but it blew my mind. And I don't want to influence you, so I will just tell you the particulars of this case, and then you can decide. In 1984, a case in Florida, well, it highlights the court's views back in 1984, when an attorney filed a motion for a stay in proceedings due to the Jewish holiday of Passover, on the premise of having a First Amendment right to the free exercise of his religion. And this attorney also argued that if the trial were to proceed in his absence, his client would be prejudiced and denied his legal right to counsel. What do you think the judge's decision was? Well, I'll tell you in a bit. But normally, if you request a schedule change early enough that the parties can agree, then the courts may agree, but there has to be good reason to want to change a court date. And we can surmise that this religious holiday is not being recognized by the court for Donna Adelson, because otherwise, why would they need to reschedule? So let's get back to this case. So let me tell you what happened in the case from 1984. The court denied the motion without leave to renew it again. The court suggested that another attorney could take his place, someone who did not have a conflict on the days he wished to be absent from court. The attorney advised the court this would not be acceptable, but he appreciated the court's suggestion. Oh boy, I can see this going downhill already. What do you think the judge's reply was? The judge ordered the attorney to be present for trial and warned that if he did not appear, he would be held in contempt of the order and subject to arrest by federal marshals. Oh my word. This is what the attorney stated to the court. So I've left it on the screen so you can read the exact wording. And I'm just going to basically tell you what he said. But he basically said he cannot break Jewish laws, and asking him to work would be against his religion's laws, and he was not going to let his rights be violated. Oh boy, can you imagine what happened next? The attorney did not show, he did a no-show, and the court issued the certificate of contempt, and the judge noted on the record that he understood the attorney's desire to follow his religion in his own way and applauded that in some ways, but it did not change the contempt. The court gave the attorney an opportunity to explain himself. The attorney came to court with several rabbis ready to give testimony on his behalf, though the court did not permit the rabbis to testify because the judge said it was not needed since the attorney's sincerity was not in question. And guess what the fine was? The court fined the attorney $1,000. Now that was in 1984, which would be worth, let's do it on the screen here, it would be worth $3,028 in US money today. Wow. And it just gets worse. A complaint was filed against this attorney to the Florida Bar Grievance Committee of the 17th Judicial Circuit in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The long and short of it was the attorney was suspended from practicing law for 4 months. Then he would have to go before the Bar and Board of Governors to illustrate, get this, that he has rehabilitated himself significantly for reinstatement, and that he be publicly reprimanded. Well, this attorney sought a review, and you can imagine, being an attorney, he had some brilliant arguments. It went on for quite some time. I'll just give you a statement that he made that I thought was rather interesting. So he sought a review, and after making this long submission, suggesting that getting the maximum fine of $1,000 in addition to being reprimanded, it was like the punishment is so severe as it is downright threatening to attorneys, as if to say, don't get on the wrong side of the judge or this will happen to you. He continued, the punishment not to be able to practice law for 4 months is unreasonable. And given it was his first time having a problem with the court, it would gravely endanger the well-being of this attorney's wife and his infant twin sons. So that was in 1986. So the complaint decision was in 1985, and it took until 1986. So the time would have surpassed, and the discipline would have been over by the time he'd finished arguing it. And that's one of the problems, getting justice. It just takes so long by the time you get the justice. And, you know, for people waiting justice, they could wait so long that by the time they go to sentencing, whatever they would have got has already, you know, they've already been in jail for that time. So whatever time they have spent in jail will normally be taken off their total sentencing. And this is referred to as time served. So the defendant will get that time reduced. Does that make sense? Do you think the court should accommodate Donna Adelson's constitutional rights, as she is presumed innocent until proven guilty? Or do you think this is a ploy to put the prosecutors on the back foot by moving the trial forward? Or is this really about religion? Isn't it ironic that one of the recent disputes over the children was that Dan Markel, their father, the victim, who was shot in cold blood, he practiced the Jewish faith, and Donna Adelson claimed he had become a religious zealot. The irony. Though I would not want to criticize anyone who takes refuge in God, and I hope Donna now can see how morally and damaging her emails were. If you want to know more, please watch my video on connecting the dots to murder, and I have a lot more other videos on this case. To watch them, please go to my True Crime playlist. I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends. Information is power. Please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload another video. And of course, if you like this kind of content, please hit the like button as it helps this channel to grow. And leave a comment, as I love to read all comments.